During the Battle of Imjin River, the Gloucestershire Regiment famously held back tens of thousands of Chinese troops, long enough for the Allies to regroup and defend Seoul. One of those on the front line was 30-year-old Major Patrick Anger, and a veteran of World War II.
He was told by his commanding officer, Colonel Khan, who got the VC, to hold the hill at all costs, and his final message was, "Don't worry about us, sir, we'll be all right."
But Major Anger was one of over 600 Gloucesters killed during the battle, and for over 70 years presumed missing in action. Until now.
There was a casualty wearing an officer's hat. There was a casualty with sergeant stripes.
Nicola Nash is a researcher with the MOD in Gloucester and was looking into a number of unknown graves in the UN Memorial Cemetery in South Korea. But with no DNA evidence, she had to pore over hundreds of documents, including telegrams, letters, maps, and battlefield burial reports.
The telegrams were sent back by the Gloucester recovery parties, detailing what they'd found, who they'd found, where they buried the bodies, in preparation for the American Grave Registration Unit to go back and exhume them.
After 6 years of painstaking research, Nicola discovered that two of the unknown graves belonged to Major Anger and Sergeant Donald Northey, who also died at the Battle of Imjin River.
There's plenty of eyewitness accounts about what happened to Major Anger and Sergeant Northey, the personal letters of the families. There's stuff in the Soldiers of Gloucestershire Museum archives, and then being able to eliminate other potential candidates then gets me to the point where I say, well, it just cannot be anyone else.
What's that like?
It's fantastic.
For the families, these discoveries have been profound. Donald Northey's son has spent 50 years trying to find out what happened to his father.
For Nicola to come through like that, to be so diligent and so caring, it's just unbelievable to me, really. I can't believe her kindness.
The families will be at the cemetery in Busan later this year for a rededication service of the graves. It's a place that Tabby has visited before.
I must have walked past my father's grave, not knowing he was there because it was unknown soldier, that was the label. So it'll be very strange to go back again, and it'll mark his grave for history.
To be able to go there, for me to be able to see his name, will be, quite astonishing, to be honest.
This discovery last year, I think, means that we are focused for how to remember him and how to commemorate him, how to understand that loss, that bereavement as well, really changes. And I've actually been surprised how much it changes how I think about what happened to him.
It may have taken 70 years, but there is comfort now that Major Anger and Sergeant Northey have been found, laid to rest alongside their fallen comrades. Steve Knibbs, BBC Points West.